Hello and welcome to our phone burner demo today. I appreciate you taking time out of your day. My name is Mitch Durfee. I will be your host. I will be walking you through this demo and showing you exactly how you can increase your revenue and reduce the time spent on the phones. The reason I'm so passionate about sharing this information with you is because when I first got started investing in real estate, before I did that, I was actually a real estate agent. And I was looking around the office and I noticed that other agents inside of my office were outperforming me and were able to do a lot more transactions than me. And I just had no clue how they were able to do it. Well, in any business, whether you're in sales or marketing or whatever it may be, it's a numbers game. Now, if I can contact 100 people in the time that it takes you to contact 20 people, I'm going to win every single time. It's volume. So if you have a list of leads that you have to work through and you have 100 people that you have to contact, if it takes you 5 days to contact those leads, some of those leads are going to go cold. If you have a list of leads that you have to follow up with and you have a deadline, then a system like this, Phone Burner, is going to be able to help you contact those leads 4 times faster. You're not going to have to pick up the phone and dial each number individually, and you will not have to record your voicemail for each new contact individually. You can pre-record those voicemails up front, which allows you to move on to the next lead when you're sharing the same message to this list of contacts. So let's go ahead and get into things. I'm going to go ahead and click on the contacts thing on the top here, and this is the contact manager. In here, there are several sample contacts that have just been added in here to basically make calls. You should have some sample contacts in there when you first set this up, but on the left here, you'll also see that you can import your contacts and add contacts. And what I'm going to do is basically show you how you can use Phone Burner. So on the top corner, I'm going to select all the contacts that are in here. I've gone ahead and selected all those contacts, and once I've gone ahead and selected all the contacts that I want to call, I'm going to click on the Begin Dial Session, and this is going to open up the dial session window. I'm just going to make this window a little larger so you can see it, and I want to talk you through this screen so I can basically show you there's a few setup steps that you have to do here. And the first one is Phone Burner wants to know whether or not you have a phone script that you want to use so that if you're using people that are on your team, you can actually create that script and put it inside here. So this is the follow-up script. You can also choose your voicemail. If you want to automatically send voicemails to the people that you dial, you can program the voicemails inside this system and choose whichever voicemail you'd like to do for this dial session. For example, I'm just going to choose the Tuesday follow-up voicemail. The next setting in here is the dialing set. Now these are the buttons that I'm going to see on side the screen, and I'll walk you through a few more examples of this, but you can actually customize the buttons that you see on the screen. So I'll be talking about this a little bit more as we go into the dialing of these 10 contacts. I just want you to be able to take note that you can actually edit this here. Let's just go ahead and continue here. So the next screen that you're seeing is a phone number and a PIN. One of the best things about this Phone Burner system is that you actually don't have any bolt-on hardware. You can use your cell phone and just dial into this system. So all I'm going to do is dial into the system. You can use your home system, your home phone, your cell phone. You can use whatever system, whatever phone you want, to be able to just dial into the system and enter that PIN. So let me go ahead and dial this and enter that PIN, and we'll get connected here. Okay, so now I'm connected and I'm ready to begin dialing. Now, if I hang up my phone, I will disconnect from the system. So it's important that when you're on your cell phone, you actually don't hang up your phone after each contact unless you want to disconnect from the system. So right now I have that running on my cell phone off the screen. You're not going to be able to see that, but you can see on the screen that I am connected. And before I actually start to dial these 10 contacts, I want to show you over here on the left, you can actually configure this caller ID. Now, sometimes you don't want to display your own personal cell phone. you want to be able to display maybe an office number or a different callback number. Maybe you're making dials or your team is making dials and you want them to call you back. So you can change this number on this caller ID setting here on the left. So anyways, we're going to go over here and click on this start dialing button, and the system will automatically start calling through the system. So this is just a sample contact, and the system is currently dialing these contacts automatically. If it goes to voicemail and someone welcomes, hey, this is Mitch, leave a voicemail, the second you hear him say leave a voicemail, you can just click that leave a voicemail and it'll automatically leave that voicemail for them and go on to the second contact. So we are on contact number 2, calling Molly Trainer, and let's just say that Molly doesn't answer and it just rings and rings and no voicemail ever picks up. You just click on this no answer. Now, you can also set this setting in your system where the system will automatically click no answer after a certain amount of dials. So if you ever get tired of listening to a system ring, just click the no answer button and on to the next one. Now, let's say that Tara, this example lead, answers the phone and she picks up. Now, one of the great things about this phone burner system is the second she says hello, there are no delays, there are no awkward silences. You are hearing that person on the other side. You're live on the line, you're ready to talk, and they are ready to go. Now, let's say that we're on the phone with Tara right now, and we talked about this earlier, adding the phone script over here. So if you have a phone script that you typed in there, you can just click right here on the side. You can see, like I said, this is just a demo script, and you can see that it automatically enters their name. You can add features inside here that puts their name into the system. So it says, hi Tara, this is Mr. Demo from Phone Burner, and it inserted that in there just because, again, this is the demo setup. And like I said, this is dynamic, so you can actually add custom fields and the contact's information right into here. So you can actually change this out. Now, one of the other cool features about Phone Burner is that that this script on the phone script is actually HTML, so you can add different widgets. Maybe you have Zapier or some other program systems that this is built right into it. So again, we're talking to Tara, we're reading the scripts, we're going through everything, and we want to add a few notes. And as we're going along, you can actually enter these notes and enter follow-up information and other different details about the conversation. You can actually go ahead and do this. So let's say she says, give me a call tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and you want to follow up with her. Well, in the top corner here, you can actually see this section here where you can, right into the Phone Burner system, there is a schedule. You can actually choose a date and time for a follow-up time. So this is an appointment. You just choose the date and time, add an event, and like any calendar, you just go through here and enter the details, enter the description, need to follow up, and get specific information to close the deal. Whatever description it is that you want to put about this appointment. So this is already in here. Just set your dates, set your end dates, the time, set your priority for the meeting. You can even set reminders. And another cool thing is you can actually have this send an appointment email automatically to our lead, Tara, here. So it'll actually send this out to her automatically with the date and time information. And as long as we have the detail information inside this system, it'll automatically email her just by clicking that send appointment email. So once we enter these details, we're just going to click save, and you'll see it show up on the calendar here. And what this system does is it actually gives you like the priority. So it's red on this one because it's critical versus the normal priority. Now you can actually even sync this with your Google Calendar just by clicking on this link up here, and you can see down here where you can link this with your Google Calendar. So you can link your phone burner and Google Calendar together. So that way when you put information in one, it actually it'll combine the two, and you can check your Google Calendar and see all that stuff. And now that you're done with this lead, you can just update your notes and don't hang up your phone, but just move on to the next call. So now we are off to the next call. Hetty Masterson, the master closer here. So it went to voicemail, and as soon as I hear a voicemail, I just click on leave voicemail and on to the next call. Now, let's say John Franks picks up and we hear him answer. We just go over here to the voice script, and we see that John's information is now inside this script. And let's say we're having a conversation with John and it's not going the right way, and John maybe is kind of passively interested. He's like, yeah, I'm just busy right now. I want some more information. Just give me a call back in a couple weeks or something like that. So we go over there to the custom fields, and you can create your follow-up dates right here inside of this section, and you can add that custom field for a follow-up date. So let's just say he has give me a call in a couple weeks. You just schedule it here for a couple weeks, and that's it. And that'll add that appointment into your system, but we're not adding it into the calendar. So I like to keep my calendar super critically clean. And then inside the system, I kind of have my own follow-ups, right? Like my closing calendar, those are my ultra high priorities, and these ones I just kind of keep them in here and I follow up with them as I go. So I'm done talking to John, and I don't want to hang up my cell phone or my office phone or any of those things. You have to use the buttons on the screen. So let's say down here I just click live answer, and then I'll click end this call, and that will disconnect me from Mr. John Franks. Now, even though I ended this conversation, I can just go in here and update my notes. So right here, I can just type in like, nice guy, wants me to follow up with him in a couple weeks. And I should probably fix my typo before I move on. And then I just click on the follow-up, and that will add that contact into my follow-up folder and send them a follow-up email if I set that setting up inside my system. So next lead here, we're talking to Jenny Thompson, and let's just say Jenny Thompson goes directly to voicemail. I click on the leave voicemail, and I'm on to my next lead. I don't have to wait for the beep or anything. And now we're on to the next one. We got Eric, and we're just gonna click the busy signal button. Say this was a busy signal, or number doesn't work. You just click on whatever the outcome of the call is. If they don't answer, busy signal, bad number, or a fax machine, you just click on that button down there. So now we have Sam Johnson, and it's a voicemail. Let's just leave the voicemail and move on to the next lead. Now, as we go on to this next one, we have Brock. You see we have some notes here, and let's see, he doesn't pick up. We just click no answer, and we're moving right along. And once you get in rhythm, you're literally just clicking on the tabs here at the bottom of this thing, so you can flash through, contacts very, very fast in this thing, and leave voicemails for contacts that aren't picking up. And let's just say we talk to this Sarah. She's a closer, and she is irate. She is not happy with you. She does not want you to call her again. Well, you just click down there and on the answer, and you'll see over here where you actually have a DNC, so a do not call list. So this button down here, you can click on do not call, and when you click that button, it'll add her to the do not call list. Now that is call number 10. I've completed the contacts. My dialing session is complete. All those notes are put right in here. Now in 11 minutes, I was able to dial 11 contacts and send 8 emails, leave 4 voicemails, and have a few contacts there. Just look how much faster you can do this. You're not dialing each number. So update your list, upload your list, put all your contacts in here, and just select the contacts that you want. Now, again, if you're a real estate agent or a real estate investor, or you're looking to just really grow your business, this is something that's going to absolutely change your business for forever. And I think this is why I wanted to share this with you, because it's a great valuable tool for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I just want to really quickly record this video so you guys can see some of this information. Like I said, this is a demo. It's not really how I use it with my contacts information. I figured this would be the best way for me to flash through it and you guys to get an insight. But again, just imagine using this information in your business, whether you are contacting brokers, whether you're contacting your investors, whether you are purchasing properties or following up with FSBOs or whatever it is. This is something that I think every business owner should be using when it comes to getting the maximum amount of work done in a short period of time. So like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help in any way possible. Hope you guys are making your day incredible, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, real quick, one more thing. If you found value in this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But more importantly, share this information with someone else that you know that is in this space that could use this information. I know from time to time you may want to keep a new strategy or tip that's going to give you a competitive edge inside, so that way you can get ahead. But here's the secret: when you help others, in the long-term big picture of things, it will come back tenfold. So just go ahead and tag someone else in this video in the comment section below and let them know about this video and how they can increase their business by using a system like PhoneBurner. And I promise you that over time, it'll pay off in the end. So thanks again for watching, and I will continue to update you with tips as I discover them.